Are either of you any good at negotiating?
Coburn looks like he's wanting to
No,
crack.
I take that back. McKay, are you any good at negotiating?
It shows McKay beginning to have nightmares of that one time when he was with Wrestling Rad trying to start a business.
Wasn't with Raslin Rad.
Oh, sorry.
It was with Alex Kinley.
Even
If
worse.
that's what you're talking. If you're talking about the whole thing where we took some we worked out good gear to take to Bug City. We took it there, and he then proceeded to give it all away.
Yes.
Yes.
That was great.
I can almost. So, from a bureaucracy business perspective, I'm
Bargain.
bargain. I can almost do it for a living now.
Ooh.
All right, can you negotiate the deal and I'll support you? I want to purchase
So
500,000.
yeah. So the chances are the guy will have set rates that because it's a jeweler's store and stuff. They will, and if it's something that he does, he will have set rates. He's potentially the larger the way it'll probably work is the larger the amount of the transaction, the margin that he will take, the rates will be better simply because you're dealing with large currencies. But he will
It's going
have
to be a
set
large
rates.
amount. It will be a large amount.
Now, before we do all this, while you've established a jeweler, we need to go and check what the laws are in this place.
Okay.
In regards to possession of gold and that sort of stuff. For example, we want to just make sure that you don't need a special license, or that it may be that any transactions over a certain amount got to get declared to the government.
Oh, they definitely will, probably.
And all that sort of stuff. So we want to make sure all that's covered off.
Freddie, question.
Yeah.
How did you come across this money?
We won the Dana won the jackpot.
Ooh, the Slee Stack jackpot?
Yeah.
Ah, you're golden.
Yeah, so tax has already been taken out of it. So
yeah, we paid the taxes already.
So from that perspective, there's no worries about anybody asking where you got the money from.
Yeah.
Good. You got the biggest hurdle out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just making sure that you're not going to get unstuck any other ways.
Yeah. That's why I brought the two of you. All right, so
this is a Wrestling Red adventure.
I'm setting it up for him. But yeah, let's go to the library and do some research on the laws and stuff.
All right. You guys go to the library and whatnot. As long as you've got your ID and all that stuff, you should be fine. However, the only thing that you discover that might be a little minor hiccup is, give me research rolls. Monkeys in the library. Monkeys in the library.
What the fuck?
Research. It's under research. Or no, did Freddie change it? I don't think he changed it.
Yeah, it's
because
research.
It still says library library.
Yeah,
use
on the when you roll it, it will say library.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. I mean, the only downside is you, of course, have to pay taxes on the gold that you buy. You know, just like buying any other thing.
I mean, it's an exchange.
No, it's a purchase. According to Sleet Stack law.
How much is the tax?
Buying that from a jewelry store, probably 20%.
What's the lowest amount?
Jesus Christ.
Of tax that we can get? What would be the lowest?
For a $500,000 exchange, probably 20%.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if that's the best we can do, then that's the best we can do.
There you go.
Yeah, and I'm not going to bother trying to set up offshore accounts or bullshit like that.
No problem. You go to the jeweler and you tell him what you want, and he goes,
Okay, if you could,
Yeah, we'll see what he rates are, paperwork and all that sort of jazz. As I said,
After
I'm
tax,
assuming. Yeah, I'm assuming he's got standard rates, depending on how much he's transacting.
yeah. Do you bring in $500,000 with you?
No,
I can
we're
write him a
setting up
check.
the deal so we can get him a banker's check.
Oh, he likes that. Yes, he's
We're not
happy
gonna
to.
we're not gonna
banker.
hand cash over. We're either
No,
gonna
no.
do a funds transfer into his bank account,
And what about
or
Colburn?
we're either going to do an electronic transfer into his account, or we'll hand over a banker's check, whichever he prefers.
What
I'm
about
outside
Colburn?
with the
Okay.
car.
Got it. Okay, you're here.
He's standing there behind with his arms crossed with the rifle on his back, looking stern.
He's happy for the cash transfer. Hold on a second. And he goes, all right, I'll get you 25 kilos of gold.
I have to do math. Hold on.
I'll tell you what, make a roll and I'll just tell you the answer.
I know what it
What
is.
sort of role?
Advanced math, physics.
Sure, I can do it in my head, but I'll just roll.
You'll get a check if you roll. If you do it in your head,
Yeah, roll.
Oh, that's 1,000 gold coins.
Yeah, it's figured. But I think we can maybe get
That's
a
a
little bit
pretty
more.
good rate, actually.
Yeah, we might be able to get a bit more though. Maybe. No. Oh.
Well, if you want to shop around, you can. But I'm telling you that you're getting as much as you're probably going to get.
Because
This is the best place you found with your crit at half.
yeah, we're only missing about 100 gold from the normal exchange. So yeah, it's a bit of a deal.
He's got to make his profit. He's going to make a commission out of it.
Yeah.
And he's not
Okay.
and taxes. Yeah.
So is
he's
that
not
after taxes or before
Yeah,
taxes?
that's like here's your gold bar.
Okay, deal.
Great. Cut two. He ends up for this amount. He is happy to take his ass to the bank with you, and then the wire transfer is done, and then he takes you back to his place and goes in the back, and his guards look at you, and they look outside. Colburn, give me an intimidation roll as you slowly rotate your head because you feel somebody looking at you, and you're sitting in the back seat of the car.
Oh no, I'm standing outside the car, leaning on the car.
Okay.
Fail.
You see, it shows his finger up his nose. You can see the tip out of the other nostril, and you guys are like, "The fuck is he doing out there?" And right, he comes back and he gives you a 25-kilo gold bar. He also fills out paperwork saying, taxes paid. Here's your 25 kilos of gold. So essentially, it's like 60 pounds of gold, and he goes, "There you go."
Thank you very much.
Certainly, pleasure doing business. If here's a hacksaw, if you want to cut it in half, make sure it's gold all the way through. He laughs and he says, "But if you want to do any more business," he gives you his card.
Thank you.
So make sure you note down, Freddie, that you know a reputable person who gives good rates for exchanging gold.
This will be called card for whoever can come up with a good name for a jeweler store.
Weinstein and Weinstein. No, Sleestein and Sleestein.
Perfect.
Okay. So it's just one single gold bar.
Boom.
Hmm,
There you go.
Okay.
Take your 25 kilos of gold and go.
Hmm.
Right. Now,
As soon as I start seeing them come toward the door, start looking and sweating bullets for anyone who's potentially going to rob the fuck out of us.
It's only $500,000 of gold. What kind of criminal would lower themselves for that petty amount?
I start feverishly looking.
Hopefully, you'll
All
do
right.
better than the intimidation roll. All right, you're looking around. You're not seeing anybody yet, but you guys hop in. Give me a driving roll, Freddie, as we haven't gotten one from you. And it shows you guys exiting the parking lot, all these expensive cars parked in there and stuff. Freddie prepares
I
to ram
won't
them.
suspect this car.
Yeah, that's true.
Now he's more concerned about you tearing off the paint of all those other expensive vehicles in the parking lot.
It really
I
was.
know.
Watch that money disappear. Okay, cool. You managed to escape the parking lot. You're driving around. Would you like just drive around at random until you pick up a tail, or are you doing something clever?
Well, I figured we would go back to the embassy, put this in the vault for wrestling, and
He's
just
driving around waiting to pick up a tail.
So I'm assuming you're going to return the car to the detective agency.
yeah,
Step by step, Freddie.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
go
know.
step by step. You're hopping to the end where you may
Yeah,
or
yeah.
may not.
Yeah, we'll drop the car
From
at the
there, we
agency.
will.
And everything
So-
works out perfectly.
Yeah. So from here, you're going to drive back to the detective agency.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check something here.
Make use of a private conference room or something,
No problem. You guys
or
get
the
to the
closet.
or you're heading toward the detective agency. Could everybody give me counter surveillance rolls? Wow. McKay is sure that you're being followed. Colburn's sure you're not being followed. Freddie is starting to sweat again. He's pretty sure he's not being followed, but Colburn keeps yelling, "I think they're not behind us." And he's like, and McKay's
We're
like,
fine.
"It's the car, the red
Fine.
car." There's a fucking bright
We're
red car.
Fine. They just got out of the daycare 2 blocks back. We're fine.
Yeah, they're doing a classic 5-car swap.
That's
Surveillance tail.
I know all the vehicles on the street. We're fine.
Freddie's convinced it's actually raining due to all the sweat coming off of it.
We're fine.
Grab this fucking 60-pound weight. And fortunately, you guys are pretty strong, and so you guys hustle it in, burst in. It just shows everybody looking over because no, you don't have a fucking blanket to wrap it in, so you're kind of trying to bundle it in your shirt, but it's a 60-pound block of gold.
They didn't give him a case. They really didn't give him a case.
No, they gave us a cloth bag with dollar signs on it.
He would be lucky to get the cloth bag with the dollar sign. He didn't think ahead to this at
I
all.
have a leather satchel that I wear on me, like a not a man bag, but like a messenger bag type thing. So
We all know that.
yeah, whatever. So worst comes to worst, it's in there.
I like it wrapped in his t-shirt better because he's panicked right now, and you know what he gets like when he gets panicked.
Yeah.
So you guys go rushing through, and then you hear pounding on the door, but 2 minutes are up, and so you guys all go away, and the door opens, and it shows Henry Young looking around. He goes, "Where are those assholes? Where'd the monkeys go? They're in there, sir." "No, they're not in here." And you guys are back in the embassy, and Freddie's like,
I immediately leave the embassy.
And then Freddie goes and throws himself out the nearest window.
Dear God.
Right, so Freddie's got a big bar of gold and
Well,
himself
McKay
outside.
has it. McKay
Oh,
has
he's
it.
given you the bar of gold and then thrown himself out of the embassy.
Who did he give it to?
McKay.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sure this will go towards the harm you've done, Elwyn.
It's for wrestling, but
I I hold up a
I'm
bucket
kidding. I'm
and
kidding.
pointed at McKay for the families.
That would be fucking hysterical if you fucking bogarted it gold. I'd give more.
Your chunk. Thank you.
No. Have you done, Tim, have you done the adventure where we wake up in an alleyway in Sherma?
I don't think so.
All right, I won't talk about it then.
Oh, he may have, and he may have forgotten about it. Give me a second here. Allie. Yes, he has.
Yeah, one of the
Oh, yeah,
characters is
skateboard kid.
dead. Sorry,
Skateboard kid. Got it. Yeah.
skateboard kid.
What?
No.
Yeah,
Yes.
one of us was dressed as a skateboard.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
There was a skateboard kid, the dishwasher, and the detective.
Ah.
Oh, okay. Because when it was just Freddie and I, there was no skateboard kid.
That was the third member.
Okay. Yeah. So that's why it makes no sense. Anyway, yes. So the coin that the dog had, I basically handed it in and then gave the $500,000 reward to the cops, the ex-cops, ex and child.
Freddie about lost his fucking mind. But that wasn't as bad as another group of PCs who forgot about it until they went to their own bodies and went, "Do we still have the coin, Logan?" I was like, they're like, "Fuck." Did we remember to hide it before we? No.
You didn't say you did. Yeah. So anyway, so that's why. Anyway.
Are you going to put this in the vault and instruct Elwyn to give it to Rasslin when he shows up?
Yeah, or Foxy. I think she's looking after that particular vault or something.
Cool. You let them know.
Make a note in the.
Make a note. 25 kilos and parentheses worth 1,000 gold coins.
Yeah, money storage.
Yeah, that's one way to keep from getting robbed. Go to a different dimension to get robbed.
Edit.
Right. The other thing I wanted to do, as I said, was look into buying a house for us in Vorth. So if the two of you have any preferences for that?
Again, we'll need to do research into property ownership, blah, blah, blah.
Property ownership.
That'd be a good thing to have Rasslin do, is buy you a fucking house, because you're pretty much
and
convinced.
You don't necessarily want a house.
Write instructions down for wrestling and have him do all that.
Yeah.
You possibly want an apartment or something. I mean,
they'll bend you over the table and just start going to town. Oh no, houses are cheap there, Pete. Freddie actually did something really clever, and he sent me like, "Here's how much houses cost for like the last 100 years," and I was like, "That'll do."
Beautiful.
Oh yeah, compared to the money they've got, yes, they can buy. I mean, I wouldn't just spend.
I suppose if it's 1980s or something, it's probably only like 20 grand or 30 grand or something for a house.
200 grand.
200 grand.
Yeah.
In 1980s. In 1980s.
What?
It's about 100.
In the 30s?
No, 1980s. 1980s, yeah.
That's a big ass house if you're in the 80s.
Yeah, if you're paying 200 grand a grand, that's a big house.
That's a massive house. That's a mansion.
Well, it's not a mansion. Let's not get nuts. Well, that's like a 6-bedroom house, though. 5, 6 bedroom.
It's pretty big.
It's a big bitch.
That's a normal home, and that's new in the 1983.
Really? Where?
Yeah. It doesn't say, and so
okay, that's all right.
Yeah.
I was just interested.
I figured that'll work for big city Ohio.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be a lot. Obviously, expecting it to be a lot cheaper than that in 1980s.
Well, it's a big house in the city.
Yeah,
that can make the difference.
Yeah. That's why I was curious where, because of location.
Well, I would get a little bit more research from Freddie, but yeah, back in the 60s is when it was fucking cheaper.
I can tell you how much rent cost in Ohio. I even did that research. It was, on average, about $484 a month
for what?
An apartment.
For a studio, 2 rooms, 5 rooms?
I will tell you. Hold on.
Because I know if I was getting an apartment and I was with the PCs, 5 bedrooms would be fucking minimum. Because I'm gonna have all. Plus, I'd want special shit like I want a fucking some sort of metal door installed in my room to keep the PCs out, possibly with like anti-personnel measures and shit in case they decide to bash it down. Because I know the PCs. I mean, TJ, just imagine for a minute having the PCs, not the players, the characters at your house. What kind of precautions would you want at your home?
So when everyone's out of town, all my fucking doors are barricaded. That's not living in a PC world.
Yeah. Now imagine having Alex Kinley over. Not Matt, Alex Kinley.
I wouldn't have a house he would know where it is.
That's the best one there.
Yeah, the problem with leaving this for wrestling is he can't get to the zone, and even if he did, he has no idea.
And he doesn't have access to your money.
Wrestling can make a trump card.
I can make one for him.
You could make one of the area that you're wanting to use and put that in the mail with all the shit that you're going to give to him. That way he has access wherever it is.
Well, the biggest problem, Wrestling Rat is a non-entity there.
Yeah.
So, and the only people that Henry Young gets IDs for are ones that work for him. So pretty much if you're not working for him, he doesn't give a shit about you.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Fair enough.
Well, that's how he makes his money and stuff, sending the PCs out on freakishly dangerous missions because it makes him happy.
Yeah.
I figured we could still get just a nice studio apartment or something, just as a place to trump to when we're.
Sure, if you think that's how it works.
I don't know how it works.
I'm telling you, it's not going to work like you're thinking it's going to work. It's going to be sad and terrifying, and you're going to bitch about throwing away money on it. Yeah. Unless you get your own studio apartment, don't tell anybody else, and only trump yourself there. Then it may last, but paying rent sucks, especially when you got as much money as you do.
I'd rather just buy one then.
Yeah. I wouldn't buy an apartment, though, because the PCs are typically loud and noisy. I would get, like, a house out in the fucking woods, but on a road where you can easily drive into town.
How about this? How about a house just for the 3 of us? No one else knows.
That will last for a mission.
Yeah, because we're not always together.
Right.
I mean, I assume you want it, if you want something for being able to trump in.
I just want somewhere where we can go rest, eat, sleep. That's it.
All right. So what you want? Uh-oh.
I'm playing a Insta Hero just as an aside.
Okay. Yes, Colin.
You can limit retrieve that, by the way. I think it doesn't.
I lost all my stuff, so.
Oh, you did.
Including the Morse Anthony card.
More importantly, we lost the Game Master.
Yes.
Yeah, what were you saying there, Tim?
What you really want is a fucking cabin in the woods.
Yeah, pretty much.
Way off the beaten fucking path.
Problem with that is that it's hard to get anywhere. You trump into the cabin in the woods. You're in a cabin in the woods with no transport because the last group of PCs took Takara and finished up the mission elsewhere. Therefore, you're in a cabin in the woods, which is 20 kilometers from anywhere. That's why you don't want a cabin in the woods. You want a location where you can get to transport easily.
Yeah.
You can get a cabin in the woods that's still roughly within a certain distance of town and call a fucking cab. It'd be expensive, but
I mean, yeah. That money isn't really an issue right now.
Or you leave a fucking cheap car there and a cheap fucking motorcycle there and lock that shit up and keep the keys with you.
And another thing I was thinking about is hiring like a cleaner or something to come
Nope.
in once a week.
Nope. Nope, absolutely not.
Okay.
No, Freddie. No, Freddie. Your trump card doesn't work. Why not? Well, I decided to move the furniture a little bit. You know, I did some dusting, and I left my chemicals in the middle of the room you painted.
Oh no, it'd be in the basement or something. But sure.
I decided to move around some shit in the basement.
It was winter was coming, so I took the outside stuff and put it in the basement.
Okay.
No one was there, so I had a giant Roman orgy in the basement.
The problem Freddie's got is that he was never in the acting zone. He was never in red carpet and got to experience the home life there with all the PCs living under one roof. Had he gotten to experience that, he would be absolutely terrified of living with the. You just imagine going back to your home. You go down into the basement, and there's 2 dead people in the basement who have been skinned, and their skins are hung up on drying racks and shit because the woman with no name was bored.
Do you remember when old Rad's Band
It happened.
live chickens around the building?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
There's fucking feathers everywhere. Why? Why are there feathers everywhere?
Why does my truck work better? Oh, yeah. So I would recommend planning with these guys before making declarative statements.
That's what we're doing. We're planning.
That's why I gave everybody a card.
Yeah. We're not doing anything.
Cards to Pete and TJ for mocking your plans.
Not mocking, trying to bring it down to.
Desperately trying to assist.
I'm sticking with
now I get a victory card when I don't have to lock it in on the whole card.
Oh well, still there.
Right.
Yeah, so
this is going to be a tricky one there for you, Freddie. Oh, yeah. So, there's a good way to do it. It's tricky.
You want to find a place in the outskirts of fucking town. The outskirts, keyword, outskirts. Some wooded land. You get a contractor to come in, fucking dig you a basement. Boop. Then you get a different contractor to put the floor down that's got a fucking hatch, secret passage entrance into that basement. Then you hire another one who doesn't know about that hatch to put the fucking building up on top of that. Then you've got your fucking cabin in the woods. Then you get a little garage, put a fucking car in there, a little motorcycle in there, and you're good. Get some locks, put up some fences around it. Hell, you could even get 2 fucking dogs that you have 2 fucking kennels for that roam the fucking property inside the fucking gate.
No, they'll die because no one's going to do that to feed them.
It's in the woods.
Okay.
And?
They'll die in the woods.
They can fend for them fucking selves.
No, I'm not going to do that. But yeah, no, I think a cabin in the woods, not too far from the main road, like the outskirts, as you said. Probably, yeah. Get one built there. Or maybe we'll get lucky and there's already one there. And we'll buy that. But I doubt that.
No, you don't want to do that, Freddie, because then there's a history of that building. There's people that know about that building being in the middle of nowhere.
Okay. But there'll be a history anyway if we built one.
Yeah. Then you want to try to find an old burial ground and see if we can buy that up cheap and build it on top of that.
Mm-hmm. Most of the property that the PCs try to buy.
Because when I start practicing my necromancy, I'll have fresh bodies available all the time.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Oh, wait, Freddie, here's another idea. If you're looking for a cool place to trump, we can buy a morgue Let it be a running business because fucking Razvan, hold on. Razvan wants a running business. So we buy a morgue. We have a second room that has more storage, but the people who run it are told to never enter that room or put bodies in there, even if there's fucking overflow. And each one of us can have a trump of an inside cat. Just slide myself out. All right.
Yeah, you need bigger space to trump. But yes.
By the way, TJ, you might want to refresh your StreamYard because your mouth isn't matching with what you're saying.
Kangadao VC?
Correct.
Yeah, no, there's a bit of a lag going on.
Everyone is doing that.
Should I refresh as well?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll try it. Oh, wait. I refreshed the wrong thing. Let me try this one.
I'll refresh as well. Okay, then.
Yes. He dropped.
Wait, are you the host now?
I don't know.
Oh, there we are.
No, probably not.
TJ hit the wrong button and probably dropped.
So did you. So did Freddie.
No, I reloaded.
There was nobody on the stream except for me for a bit.
That's your imagination. When I say refresh, I mean just hit the bendy arrow key thing. Try saying stuff, Tim. Okay.
I'm going to go to the toilet.
Try saying stuff, T.
Saying stuff, T.
Perfect. Oh, he's such a bad person. So you've got some time now because McKay went to the toilet. So if you want to grab Freddie and give him a good hard shake, now is your chance.
I walk up to Freddie. I hand him a random string that's attached to my vest and go,
no.
Just pull it. It's just a random string. It's not attached to actually anything, Logan. This is fucking with Freddie. That's all you gotta do.
Totally worth it.
Knowing you, it's probably not random.
Holy shit, that would be so fucked up. Like, send a message to Logan. I actually attach it to a single pull string fucking handle and put it in his hands and say, just pull it.
That'll work.
Jesus.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so cabin in the woods. Yeah, we'll get some contractors up, build it, and
you tell me this doesn't sound like a fucking Razvan thing to me. I mean, if you want to go negotiate with various contractors and shit like that, I'm all into seeing how much of that money I can soak up.
Yeah, I'm serious. You should wait. Patience. Let wrestling take care of it.
The thing is, it might never even come to the zone.
Yeah. Just let wrestling take care of it, man.
I'd rather just buy a house. Just have it there for when we need it. If it blows up, whatever, I don't care.
He has no patience. I'm digging it.
Nope. I just want a house.
Okie dokie. So we don't negotiate. We just get whatever they give us.
Yeah, we'll negotiate. We'll get a retail real estate agent.
What are you trying to do now?
in a dead set hurry to get this set up for some
I just
reason.
want a house in Voris.
He wants it, and he wants it now.
I don't care if it's gonna blow up in a session.
So,
And I've got some good news for you, buddy.
a clarification question for you, Logan, in regards to trumps of locations.
Yes.
All right. So, say for example, like we did, you have a trump of a corridor at the end of a corridor in a hotel,
Yes.
and
If
happens
there's a
to be.
vacuum parked there one day, you're fucked.
Sorry.
If there's a vacuum parked there one day because the maid's working on
Yeah,
it,
that's what I want to
you're
clarify.
fucked.
Yeah. So that's my question. So if we try and use it and the maid's trolley's there, the trump doesn't work because it shouldn't be there. If
It
we
may have broken it. Totally.
Yep, that's what I want to clarify. So it breaks it totally.
It may.
So then if we try and then use it when the trolley's no longer there or whatever.
It may or may not work.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I wanted to clarify.
Yes. Okay. Please find me a powered USB thing.
Yeah.
I can't fucking make my research. The whole world's against me, I swear to God.
Yeah, so I just want a house with a basement.
And I want it now. You're talking like an American. That's crazy talk.
Just give me my house. Damn it.
Give me my fucking house.
So you've got a couple of ways around this.
Yeah, real estate agent. I don't care anything. Yes, listening.
I was going to say, there's a lot to buying a house, actually.
Is there?
So you don't necessarily. So there's people that you can actually hire who will scout it out for you. As in, you say, these are my requirements.
Yeah, real estate agent. Yeah.
No, not a real estate agent.
Oh.
A real estate agent is someone who has. Well, they actually act as a broker. They're more like a broker, I suppose.
Oh, okay.
Because their role is that they will then act as the in-between person for you and the real estate agents.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll definitely hunt down a property for you. They do that here.
Yeah, so you say these are my requirements, and then they will find five properties, 10 properties, 20 properties, and they will take you to each of the properties and say, these meet these requirements, or this one is a bit out of your budget, but it meets some of your other requirements even better, so I thought I'd show it to you. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Now the reason for someone like that is that they are the ones doing the footwork, going because they got the connections with the real estate agents, so they'll be going to multiple real estate agents.
Yeah.
The other way of doing it is do it yourself, in which case then you say, I'll look at all the real estate agents in this area, then I'll look at all the real estate agents in this area.
No. I'll get someone else to do it.
They will, depending on how they work, they will either, presumably they'll work on a commission basis, so they might take a 2% commission from the deal, as in on top of what the price of it is, they'll take 2%. They basically earn 2%.
Even more in Logan's campaign, because 2% is too realistic. They'd just fucking grab a bunch.
Yeah. So they'll take a percentage of whatever it is to say, because they're doing all the legwork for you, and they're organizing for you. So, as I said, or you do the legwork yourself in being 1980s sleaze stack legwork.
I froze up.
Yes. The legwork would be getting the newspapers, scanning newspapers, going to the real estate agents.
Oh, fuck that. I just want someone. I want to tell them, this is what I want. This is my budget. Go find it. No? Why are you shaking your head?
You also want someone.
Because he's gamed with me for a long time. He knows.
You also want someone who's going to check out the property and make sure you don't get a steaming pile of shit.
Well, that's part of what they're doing. They're checking it out, and then showing you the ones that they believe fit your requirements.
Yep. And then they make a roll, and you're stuck with it.
Yeah, that's another good reason I'd have wrestling do it instead, because otherwise you're saying, Logan, I want your NPC to make a roll, and I'm willing to gamble $200,000-$300,000 that you're going to make that fucking roll, and I'll go hee, and I'll roll.
Well, the thing is that they're going to say, here is five like properties that I've found that meet your requirements.
Yes, but for those, first they'll do the roll, and based on the roll, I'll show you the properties, and then you guys will be doing rolls like plumbing and shit to figure out, is the plumbing any good, or is it just going to explode and the house will collapse on you? You know the house will collapse.
No, the real estate agent subcontracts out guys to do that work.
Yeah. But now again, it's if you're just wanting to like say, I get a $200,000 home, I spend $250,000 or $300,000, boom, you will have a home. It may not be perfect, may not be what you want, but right now you're the only ones who know about it, and it should survive at least the rest of this session. It'll be built on top of a genuine, authentic Native American burial ground. So
no, I do not want that. I know no ancient burial grounds. And I want it to be in a nice neighborhood.
Like that.
This one isn't ancient.
Oh, recent.
That's a card for DJ. We just slaughtered some people the other day and buried them here. Everything's fine. Their spirits are really angry now, but
it is not what you told us not to get. How come it looks like there's brand new concrete in the basement? Upgrade. Free.
Upgrade. So, do you want to just throw money at it and get a yes? Yep. Okay, yep. Right. So, first step, you're going to try trumping back to that really ill-advised place.
No, I'll go to the other location near the storage locker.
All right. He pulls out a new trump. Oh, we already did that. Did you want to get some sleep first or go back on the same day?
How long has it been? Do we need sleep?
You've probably been discussing things for a good hour.
No, then we're fine.
Well, yeah, but McKay looks like he's dying.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah. Okay.
Still,
oh, wait.
I realize he's always dying, but you do feel a bit bad. McKay, you spend the day with people coming up and murmuring to you in low, respectful tones, and then you say a few words to them, and they fuck off, and somebody new takes their place. And this goes on and Colburn, he's chasing around.
I got a bucket outside of his room for his swift recovery. Your
kids come and whisper in your ear about the guy sitting there with the bucket and the rifle case who's collecting money for your swift recovery there. Okay. They look concerned.
Colburn, quit it.
He speaks! The money's working!
Ching, 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 ching.
Stop it.
So if I don't give money, he's going to die? Oh, no.
I moved down the hall farther, like where the stairwell comes up. The coins were too loud for him when people threw the coins in the bucket.
Right. You begin to feel like one of those P.T. Barnum exhibits there, McKay, because somebody comes by and goes, if I pay money, can I go look at the ambassador?
For an extra $5, you can touch his arm.
So Colburn is now getting you felt up by random people.
They like do the hand thing where they hold your hand up, hold your arm. It's so nice to meet you. I hope you recover quickly.
Yeah, until of course he finds out for what can be done for an extra 20, and then that probably will put an end to it.
I don't push it that far.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't bring in the camera guy to take pictures with the family.
You know, that may actually make some
Stop. I know how far to push it.
All right. No
All right.
problem.
Send the hookers back downstairs.
Right. As you're laying there, girl comes up. I heard you're in trouble. I heard you're blue, and I know just what to do. She begins unbuttoning her blouse. Apparently, they got you a strippergram.
Yeah, it's all right. No need to continue.
Her ears droop.
But she worked so hard on that routine, McKay.
Colburn.
All right, I pack up my shit and leave.
You're about to see what yes, I was about to test what happens when I use this dagger on a Dora as opposed to a normal background person.
She's like, I'm not a pigeon. I'm not a duck. I'm the nurse who likes to, and shows the door slam on her. So anyway.
No, come on, you. Nope. He's had too many visitors for one day.
She's like, oh, but I just wanted to. Anyway,
yeah,
right.
Let's go.
Evening comes around eventually, and everybody give me their willpower roll if you are still a wounded pile of crap.
Logan, for the record, for my Trump making at the end of the session, I am looking for locations around
back in a minute
the embassy to make a Trump.
Near your if you had your own private building that was bigger on the embassy, then that you could make a Trump in there. You could probably talk to somebody about that.
I'll wait for McKay to wake up.
He's never going to wake up. McKay, give me a willpower times 5, or willpower times 5 roll to see. Oh, he heals some. Apparently the coins work. Oh, blessed day. Oh. People are like, the money is working. He's living. You feel like such a whore. Come on, shapeshift that. You keep coming so close to shapeshifting some wounds away.
Mm-hmm. It's succeeded one so far.
If you ever, how wounded are you currently now? Half?
Less than half now.
The one thing that you really hate, McKay, is how everybody keeps referring to you as brave. You're sick of it. So brave. So brave. Look at him walking by himself. And you're like, so, right. And it's at that point when Freddie comes in looking nervous, much like himself.
Okay, could you see if you can get someone to build a nice little shelter for us to Trump into?
Okay.
It shows the extensive quarters that he's in and stuff. Actually, wait, no, you're not in there. Sorry. Somebody hands you a can with a piece of string tied to it when you put it to your ear. You can hear him through it. It shows him outside of the embassy saying that as you're in your palatial quarters. They're currently working on fixing some of your quarters as there was certain issues. Amazing how well the miniguns did against stone.
Gee, imagine that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you can get that done, I would love to spend some time later doing some chumps for the group.
He
Or
stares
least
at you.
myself.
He's so brave, you think.
That's what I'm looking for.
He seems to be ignoring you entirely, Freddy.
Yes, we can organise. Why do they?
Just pull out a small pair of scissors and cut the string. That makes such a good scene. Yeah. In the morning, Coburn, you got asked by somebody to take a can with a string tied to it into McKay's bedroom.
I grab whoever that is.
It's one of the work guys. He's like, just need to. There's
Pull
a
him-
can string
Pull him
tied.
closer to me.
Yes.
Why are you trying to put information and listening things into McKay's room?
He has a call, sir. He says, holding up the can.
I let go of him. What?
He has a call, sir.
Who's calling him?
Some other.
I pulled up the can. What do you want? Who is this?
It's Freddy.
Cover? Put McKay.
Of course, there's some pauses he has to make the string taut and stuff because he's not allowed in the embassy. And they has to walk toward it.
What do you want, Freddy?
Put McKay on.
All right, go ahead.
Blah, the stuff we said.
You're gonna have to say it again because you're not actually out
Oh,
with McKay.
okay. McKay, I need someone to make a shelter so we can jump into.
Yes, I heard that the first time.
Where is this? Where is he trying to build that?
Outside the embassy.
On the embassy grounds.
Yeah.
It's sad that a can with a string on it is something that I've been able to pass through all the characters.
I'm just curious. Why? Yeah, it's just why is he not sending messages with this fucking comm thing?
Because someone might see me and agents will come.
Because he's nervous and sweaty.
This is more fun.
Fair enough.
I will add it onto the list of reconstruction. However, somewhere for people to sleep comes before that, unfortunately.
They can sleep on the ground.
No.
So, if you two would like to leave the embassy building, you can rejoin Freddy. Or you could go and so you're looking out the window at him. Or you can stay on like the third floor and look down at him as he's standing there in the grass, just looking up at you like, I want to come in the big building too. You have a wide variety of choices. You could even throw things at him while he's down there.
Also, we have a house to buy. Come on.
Right. I go out to where the workmen are.
McKay's looking much better today. This troubles you.
I go out to where the workmen are.
Okay, they're currently working on building things.
Great. I grab a shovel, pickaxes. Let's see, some fucking timber that's already probably laying around. I go to the outskirts of the fucking compound. I start logging some logs, make some wood. I'm going to use my carpentry and mining skills. I'm going to build a small fucking underground tunnel thing here.
That will take a couple days just to dig out a fucking basement. You could slap together a above ground place probably in a day or two if you had an extra person or two. In fact, if you were to get all the PCs involved, you could probably slap together a storage shed today. If you, of course, get a lot of people together, you could have a good old Amish barn raising. Of course, you don't have any Amish people handy, which troubles you.
No, I go off by myself.
Okay.
All right.
Begin building World War II trench-style trenches. Start digging.
Okay. Yeah, you've got a shovel and a pick. You're working on that. Yeah.
Oh wait, I got a bunch of extra money too. As part of the save the fucking building, I just fucking grab a small crew of guys.
I'm sorry, sir. We've been told by the ambassador to work on lodgings for the people.
Ah, that's true. That's true. No, that's very good. You should continue doing that.
How's he doing?
He's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. He just needs uninterrupted time.
I'll give you $1 if I can touch him.
Uninterrupted time. Unless you help me on this project, and then I can get you a personal one-on-one with him.
He does it. He does a collection with the air guys, and he goes, "All I got is $350."
Yeah. How's about after work in the evening? You come help me on this project, and I'll get you a one-on-one with him.
I just want to touch him.
You're a fucking weirdo. Get away from me. I open my trumpet case. I look in it. I look at him.
He looks in it. He finds somewhere else to be.
I close the trumpet case. I go back to doing my work. I set up. Step
I'll
one.
get back to you. Right now, you're digging a hole.
Yep.
You are Bart Simpson digging a hole in his backyard. That's what you are doing now.
Whistle.
Meanwhile, Freddie, you see the ambassador looking at you from like a second-story window. He's staying there in his dressing gown, looking down at you.
I yell up to him.
You see Colburn over there digging a hole with a very single-minded determination.
Well, probably not a good idea to bother him right now. But hey, we need to go buy a house.
All right.
I think Colburn's busy preparing for nuclear war or something.
I pop my head up like a gopher.
Give me a mining roll. I'm just curious to see how fast this hole is getting dug.
Let's see. Yeah.
Chosen. Gonna dig me a hole. And he waits for the refrain, sighs and unhappiness. Right. McKay's still standing at his window looking at you. He swats the drapes around and continues looking at you. He seems to be talking to somebody who's not you. And
No, but I heard a cat meowing.
McKay's looking around in his room for a cat.
Trying to work out if it was coming from one of you or if it was here that it was occurring.
Snarf.
Logan looks around for the fucking cat.
Hence why I was looking.
The cat's not due for another half an hour to an hour, depending on its. Let me double check to make sure it's not trying to mind control us. Fucking cat. Now. And then.
I'm waiting for McKay.
He stands there looking at you.
I'll get change so we can go and he can buy his home.
Yay!
Now, would you like to change normally, or would you like to do it standing in the window, staring at Freddie, make a lot of direct eye contact, slow and sexy?
No.
Just checking. All right. So you get changed, come down. You see some dirt flying up from Colburn's hole. One of the workmen goes over and approaches to ask him something, gets a face full of dirt, wanders back off. Colburn hasn't noticed, continues slinging dirt out of the hole.
All right, so I guess we'll go to Boris.
There's a hole. There's a hole. There's a hole in the bottom of the sea.
We'll grab a cab, go and find
Ooh, give
the.
me a luck roll as you're once again trying to go too fast. You pull out your fucking trump from near the storage shed. Go ahead and give me a luck roll.
Oh, okay.